Yeah. Bill and I, we're running this show. Digital land, let the blockchain flow. Pod to the cast, we ride the air. NFT dreams like we just don't care. Metaverse wild, like a zombie horde. Earth to terrain, we're never bored. VeVe collectibles stacking high. Bill and I, we touch the sky. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Yeah. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold. Virtual lands where our roots grow deep. Podcasts alive, we never sleep. Podcast kings in the cyber realm. Forward thinking, we at the helm. Digital land, new frontiers we take. Binary zone that we co-create. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase.
Yo,
What's up?
what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
It's been a while.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yes.
It's good when we take a little break so we get to do shit to talk about, right?
Exactly. It's the holiday season.
Yeah, and fuck, today was kind of a busy day, for Earth 2. So a lot of things to talk about there.
Bigger today. Bigger
Yep,
too.
yep.
Yeah, yesterday too. And I just
One
rolled
of
in
the-
on my Mario Kart.
Yeah, did you dodge bananas on your way in?
It was fierce. There were shells, bananas, but I took it. I took the
Little
win.
Rainbow Ridge action.
Yeah.
That's
What's
the
up?
funnest level, I swear. Have you played Mario Kart like a lot?
Of course. I couldn't
Yeah.
buy this if I didn't, right?
Rainbow Ridge is so fun. It's like
Rainbow Road.
Yeah. Where you're like sliding off the edge all the time.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
So I used to play with my stepbrother and his friends because they were older than me, and we would get 4-player 64 going, and we would just party, and it was just
Mountain Dew and fucking pizza pockets or what?
something like that. Yeah, and we'd also play, of course, 4-player GoldenEye, and then we also did a lot of Mario Party too, because it was just so much fun, hanging with the fellas and doing that stuff. What's up, West? Croner, Kenobi.
Nice.
Kenobi, when's the next stream? I'm like, just thirsting. Caught me thirsty out here. It's been a while.
I know. Yeah, he's been posting some videos too, so it's been cool.
Has he? Maybe I've just been missing him. He says
Yeah,
you're reverbing. Never mind, for some reason, someone was playing in Discord too. Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
He's just bored. So what's been good with you?
Busy, my second job besides this is a mailman. So it's getting to be that busy season. I'm in Colorado, so it just snowed today.
That means CIA.
Yeah, underground.
He's a killer.
So it's starting to get busy, working them late nights, and it gets cold and dark early. So yeah, not the funnest, but
Deliver a package means assassination.
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Working a lot, trying to close out projects. Coming to a close, gonna probably chill for a couple weeks, which I'm kind of excited about, actually. Been closing a lot of deals, trying to get those in place before the year's out. Been buying a little bit of crypto. Been buying some NFTs. Elmon X with the big drop they had this past week.
The Last Supper, right?
The Last Supper. Yeah,
that's a beautiful piece. Oh my gosh, I saw somebody zooming in on the detail of that. That is amazing.
and I got 2 of them.
Did you? Where are they going for?
So they were a couple days ago. They were like 500. And just to go for it was only like $60 or $80. $80.
Is
Yeah,
the
and then
cutoff already
I think
happened?
they dropped back to like 2 something. Let's see.
Gotcha.
But it was because I bought the Mona Lisa that I was able to get in on the what is it? They gave me 2 pre-sale guarantees basically before anyone else, but I think it just happened right when it sold. So, I only had a little bit of time to grab them.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, I always see that project. I'm like, I got to get in because so many of the artwork that they sell, I'm just like, wow, I'd love to own that, but I just haven't made that leap yet over there,
Yeah. There's only certain items I like. And this one I just had to have. I'm definitely oh. Hang on a second. Let me.
Yeah, no problem.
I gotta take this call.
Okay. Who do we got in here? Let's see, Wes. What's up, Wes? Yeah. We'll definitely be talking about that situation. All good things, nothing bad, but it didn't work out time-wise right now. So Bill will elaborate on that a little bit later. So yeah, we were looking forward to it, but things happen, but nothing negative. So that's good. Glad to see you here though. I haven't seen you in a little while. Let's see who else is in here. We got 11 people. Who else is in here? I know. Sorry, Wes. Now you can leave. What have you been thinking about the market, Wes? Huh? It's been kind of chaotic, right? You think we're in a bear market now, or you still have hope? Not just for OMI, for the whole market. Let's see what else has been going on. Ninja Turtles dropped. Yeah, big drop. There we go.
Sorry, give me a minute. Keep talking.
Wes is sad. Let's see. Just talking about the Ninja Turtles drop. That was a real good drop. Sold out like we predicted. Happy about that. Obviously. Let's. Thinking we can still pump a lot. Trump doing a lot of positive things. Yeah, for the market. Exactly. A lot of things coming next year too. Exactly. More clarity. People coming in, the ETFs have time to kind of marinate a little bit, right? I saw some big numbers for a lot of people, a lot of companies doing the ETFs. So that's exciting. So yeah, I'm kind of in the same tone there is, I don't think it's over. I just think we're in an extended period until I see something different, and anything can happen, right? Maybe there's another shakeout. Maybe we're just, ranging a little bit. We'll see. Whatever it is, I'm not going to sell my bags. I'll just hold on like I have been for the last few years. It's just more time. A little disappointing because I had, expectations. I think like everybody did, but is what it is. If you've been in crypto long enough, you realize, you just hold on tight, right? Unless you're swing trading or something.
Sorry, I had to take that call. Business calls. What did I miss?
Nothing. Just shooting the shit. Talking about the market. The kind of the crash and coming back a little bit and kind of ranging right now, and whether or not you think we're in a bull run or not, or we're in a bear market. What do you think?
Well, let's talk about something else.
Oh,
because we got a guest on.
All right.
Yes.
What's
up, David?
What's up, David?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. Yeah, very, very busy here at VeVe as usual. Lots of planning for next Q1 next year. We've got a massive year ahead of us, and trying to finish 2025 with great news, So we've
Yes.
been working hard.
It's been a great year. So
Yeah.
many amazing drops. So many great things have come. Physical, digital. Love the coins. All incredible.
Thank you.
TMT was like my dream drop. So to get that at the end of the year, it was just a blessing. Honestly, I wanted to tell you, I know we sent you questions before, but TMNT for me was like something my dad passed away like 16 years ago. And so it kind of reminded me of my dad a lot. So it meant a lot to me in that like weird way, that it just brings back the nostalgia and childhood and all that. So man, that was a blessing for Christmas.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. Yeah, we want to kind of held that back to get the best quality. The design team did a fantastic job, and you probably also saw the Street Fighter product that came out on VeVe. It's another exciting one. Being very blessed that we have all these nostalgia IP, and it's also a huge part of my life and Dan's life. We grew up in the 90s with all these games, characters around us, so really inspired us to have that on VeVe, and very happy that it made it through. I mean, I think Street Fighter was announced many moonlights ago, so it was good to see that it came on.
And the quality of it was incredible. I bought I think the Street Fighter originally dropped on wax. I think it was wax, or they had some kind of cards. It was, and the cards were very cool. But to see it in the quality that you guys dropped in your digital collectibles, and the animation was just insane. And obviously, I had to absolutely go for that drop. And
Zombie
was a huge fan of it too.
Yeah, definitely. It's good that you brought that up. The quality, where it should be to really make that IP to do the justice for that IP. There was a lot of challenges because obviously, having a digital card on wax is one thing, and what's on VeVe is a totally different product on its own. Capcom definitely wanted to ensure that the characters that you see, you interact with on VeVe is superb. It's like for like what you get in that game, and having it available in AR. And we've got some great mechanisms coming out, which we'll be announcing with these collectibles. There's other evolutions what we want to do to ensure that the collectible somehow interact together. So it's something that we will introduce coming up in VeVe in hopefully in the next couple of updates. You'll see a lot more than what's out there already.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first joined, I think there was maybe leaked footage or kind of random footage flowing around of the Street Fighter characters, going together and interacting. And that's always been a dream of mine personally, to be able to in AR fight them or somehow interact in some sort of way. And seeing that we have the collectibles now, I'm like, I just can't wait. The anticipation is very exciting.
Yeah, and we didn't just bring it out in one uniform or one clothing format. We tried to bring it out the best representing that character in different formats, because when you play Ryu and all these other characters, you want to ensure that you have access to these different clothing and different different factions, how they should be. So it's really good that we brought that out to the best we can. And the beauty around that is you're not going to see many of these coming out. I mean, these are all very unique collectibles. You know, it's not like we're going to be bringing out another Ryu. This is it, pretty much on the Street Fighter V. As you see, how you see it, it's what you get. It was very hard to choose how far we want to go back. You could be doing Street Fighter 2, but then you become more pixelated style of character. And we wanted to make sure that VeVe is going to bring out the best of its 3D format. So it was really good. The sound effect, the animation stayed really true, and yeah, it's good fun. But Turtle, you know, like Bill, you mentioned, Turtle is something that I really grew up with. I remember on my 12th birthday, that's what everyone wanted, was Turtle, you know, toys and collectibles. I remember getting punching bag as well, and the Turtle truck, the vehicle. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of great lineup for Turtle on its own, and Turtle itself is coming back with such a big comeback with Eastman, you know, obviously heavily promoting the extension, the prequel of the Turtle, and where it could be, and with the last one and the storylines and all that. It's just really good to see that the Turtle is getting a huge pickup from the generation that grew up with it, like ourselves here. So it's very cool. I'm really looking forward to all the other characters coming out, obviously.
And that last Ronin series, man, that was just an incredible like continuation for us that grew up with them at a young age, and to kind of like finally get a little bit of a finalization of the story or where it went. And it was just good to see that it was like a comeback for them, you know, to really draw attention back to TMNT.
Yeah, definitely. And the artwork, you know, it's just exceptional. It's very fun. You know, more darker than where the Turtle really that we once know of. But so, and hopefully one day we'll get the last one in on VeVe, whether it's collectible or comic format. I do really enjoy it. I read it. I do read it. And yeah, and we see the artists and the writers at Comic-Con ourselves, so it's definitely on our book.
Yeah, amazing. I love to hear that. So I'm sure the audience is going to want to know, since you brought up Street Fighter, what is your favorite Street Fighter character?
My favorite, well, Ryu. Yeah, so Ryu, you know, love it. Now, funny thing, I was actually at Tokyo. I think I was at Tokyo flying to either Hong Kong or back to New Zealand. On the day that Street Fighter Ryu was dropped, and the person that served me at the airport as in the check-in happened to be the name character Ryu. I couldn't believe it. It's meant to be.
Wow.
Yeah, I did take a photo of it. I just shared with Dan. He goes, it was fun. Yeah, Street Fighter is just such a still really big, popular franchise, definitely in Asia. When I was at Tokyo, I did go to the McDonald's and look at the Street Fighter campaign they had. So, you know, it's been loved and been played and been generation and after generation of fans in Japan. So, you know, it's really good to see that come. And I mean, the Street Fighter 6, the World Championship is just amazing. You know, the amount of people, a huge fan base in France and in Europe for Street Fighter going on at the moment. So it's really good to see that. And hopefully with all these other characters that we have lined up coming out, we'll see a lot of new users at VeVe that will be coming in because they love Street Fighter, they love the characters. So that we'll wait and see.
That's amazing. Zombie, you got a question for
him? Let's see. I'm kind of put on the spot. I was a little curious about the direction you went with Michelangelo, going with the white and black pen style. and how you came up with that concept and bringing that to VeVe.
Yeah, I was actually very, I was as surprised as you guys have been. But you know that style, there's a particular style, what they call that, something more like a 2D type. I do see it quite often. I mean, we've seen it in Batman Black and White on VeVe, that type of style of artwork. And we have seen it in other collectible that we have put on VeVe to give you that real true shadowing 2D effect. I forgot the word for it, but I personally love it. It brings that character in another different dimension on its own. But it does happen a lot more than you think in the physical format that, you know, people do draw them like that. So it's very cool. And
I can't wait till they're all together.
Yeah. I was very lucky to be privileged to know what's coming out, but there is very exciting a roadmap for the turtles. So you'd be very lucky. You know, you do need to start early to make sure that you hit the right characters, everything you wanted. Yeah. So I can't tell you more at the moment, but some cool stuff coming out. And
I find myself drawn closer to the sketch style myself, even just in artwork. And when I saw that special edition, I was like, I have to have that. That's incredible. And it was just, man, it was just magnificent. I had to have the I got the common. I still actually don't have the ultra rare. I still need to pick that one up, but I just had to have that
one on drop. Very lucky to get that one on drop, and the Ryu blue, blue edition. I was happy about that as well. Got lucky.
Yeah. Amazing,
fantastic. Yeah, I do know a couple collectors that go for a lot of them blind box to get this. So it's good to see that it really lifted our communities and the collectors out there, especially people who grew up with it.
So I just wanted to put Smart Buy on the spot and see if he's correct. He says, just watch what David puts out. Is he correct about your favorite turtle?
If you want to know what David, if you click, just see what. Yes. Yeah.
So is he right, Michelangelo?
Yeah. Okay. I also do love Donatella as well very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty badass, good fun.
Yeah, Michelangelo was my favorite too.
And you know the key part when I was a kid, I never had the money or save up enough money to buy the vehicles. So I'm actually really looking forward to if VeVe's going to be bringing out these vehicles. And if you grew up with it, there's a lot of these vehicles at quite large piece, and you know someone in the class will have it at home. Their parent would have bought it for them, and man, I was jealous when I was a kid. So I'm really looking forward to these big pieces to become available on VeVe.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I used to have the giant Crag. Was it like the brain vehicle that was like you would run it underground? I forget the name of it, but yeah, that thing was amazing too.
Yeah. The truck is another one. And that massive ball is another that will be good if we do get the rights to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember there was a set where it was like a torture set where you put one of the villains down or a Ninja Turtle, and the goo would ooze down and drop on him. And I always dreamed about having that as a kid, but yeah, definitely couldn't afford it. It was a little out of my price range.
Yeah, I really think if we could build a huge play set like the diorama that we bring up, a massive one, that will be a big one that I definitely hope we can bring it out.
Oh, definitely.
So I wanted to ask you, the world's largest IP, of which VeVe has many partnerships with, use a logo and a representative of their brand. Coca-Cola uses the polar bear, 7-Up the cool spot, Domino's the Noid. VeVe has experimented with its logo through physical and digital drops, which has brought utility through various mechanisms. May we see a representative or a mascot for VeVe someday as the company continues to build its own IP?
Yeah, that's a great question, Bill. So we have always thought, maybe eventually we will run out of our contents from suppliers. Obviously, there are, centuries worth of combined worth of creations out there. But definitely, if we become one of our own content generation business, would be similar to what Netflix will be doing with our original content. What we trying to do is to ensure that the IP has that meaning, become more meaningful. Few of the major part, which is very important for us, is that VeVe logo. So we want to ensure that the VeVe gold and silver logo and the blue logo, the green, the purple, where each of these logo really symbolize a part of our community and part of that love of collecting. That logo is a very key part of our branding. So that's one. Number two is with New York, as well as with I think San Diego, not San Diego, we brought out, myself and Dan, we start bringing out a series of the founders to be interactive with you guys. But definitely a mascot, some sort of animal or characters will be in the works, hopefully. We did have few great ideas floating around, with these bots, which we may see eventually to come in. But definitely, it's very important that we start, introduce our own contents and characters. But most important is that the VeVe logo, the VeVe, the branding, is we, go forward in our business. We want people to able to identify us with that logo. And saying that, I did go around at DesignerCon with our uniform, very proud with our logo. Many of the artists and talents out there easily identify VeVe, and even throughout con, many of the comic artists who's done cover or sketches or coloring on VeVe, or had their artwork one-of-one being released on VeVe, they were very, very proud of it. Some of them, especially Mark Brooks, they've been extremely instrumental for part of our success, bringing comics into VeVe and artwork, and because these are champions in their field, and it's so important that wearing our hats or our clothing line or doing exclusive cover for us. It's just really good to see that, and the more we get VeVe out there. And soon after that, mascot will be the next.
I actually, I really like the little collectible versions of you and Dan. And then maybe sometimes, just a thought that you could just put the VeVe logo like hidden in like little background pieces or something with them in every image or something. That would be cool in the future, maybe. But I liked where you guys went with that personally.
Yeah, thank you. I do have to tell the creative. There was one. If you got me, I think it's either I was crying, but I'm pretty sure his explanation was that I'm actually sweating. But I'm pretty sure I was crying and sweating at the same time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
David, a quick question. I know everybody, it's been on the lips of everybody talking about VeVe now coming into the Web3 space. How excited are you for VeVe to be going into the Web3 space? And what is your favorite aspect going in for VeVe in Web3?
Well, both myself and Dan, we always believe the the being this Web3 space from day one. Obviously, we believe in the technology, and that's what that blockchain is part of. That how we build the company from day one is to ensure that people can easily have access to it. And we just see so much people embracing the technology, and more every day we listen and we learn about the technology, that we just thought, well, there has to be that moment that we must switch over to let the audience and our users to teach each other and really learn from it. We thought the timing's about right now. I mean, VeVe's been around for 5 years. We have Tim 5. I think almost all the talents out there, artists and comic artists, they have heard of VeVe one way or another. Now, in our next chapter in our book is really, how do we get people really embrace that, moving slowly into that Web3. So from day one has always been part of our roadmap in our heart and in our mind, that we want to build this business towards that. And I think many of the AMA and many of the video we pre-recorded or we send out in the early day has been, we need to take the step very slowly. And security has always been part of that journey to ensure that, people understand what they're getting into. People know how to handle their accounts and so on. And I think we've done the right thing. I think the right thing is not to rush into everything in day one, to ensure people are very well knowledge and educated. And I think there's a lot more. 2026, in the next 5 years, I really believe that there will be a lot of education to get people to switch over and to get people get used to that. Nothing. I don't think anything's going to happen overnight.
Right. I think it was 100% a smart move to navigate those waters very carefully and nimbly. And I think you've proven that you guys as a company can handle that, right? Because we saw a lot of companies go into that direction and not come out the other side. And I see VeVe being very careful, very mindful of their IP, of their users, and knowing that not all the users are Web3 savvy, and knowing that we do have Web3 savvy users, but combining those two worlds and merging them now, luckily we've been kind of granted the access almost to go forth in that direction. And kudos to you and VeVe to navigate those very well, in my opinion.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, in any industry you're going into, if you want to be disruptive, you have to make sure that that disruption, people are going to get used to it, and people are going to be, able to accept it. It will take time, but just same as in the early stage of internet, where people go online shopping, they weren't too sure, should I be putting in my credit card? Today people just put it in. People just expect that to be delivered, and if not, they will ring up their credit card company, or they'll knock on the door of the company. So part of what we are going to be, and you'll see in the next few years coming up, is that curve of the early adopters who's come in. They're going to educate the others, and then people will get used to it. And especially now with what VeVe is doing, is that we're bringing that digital element around. So we're not really just trying to tackle the Web3 users or people who love to interact in digital. We also go into that digital. So we're trying to, and I won't say disrupt that physical element side. We're trying to teach the people who collect physical collectibles to bring them into that digital in different ways. And every industry you're going through has that disruption, from music, now streaming, in the movies, now it's streaming as well. And reading books and comics is all going through digital. So I think collectible will have its own marketplace, especially with comic. I mean, there's no brainer. It's just way easier for you to collect comic book in a digital format. I mean, right here, I just in my office, just here, right next to me, there's 30,000 books in 42. Yeah, in 42 long boxes. Actually, more 2 pallets of long box just in front of me here, and I've been trying to go through that 42 boxes for the last 2 years. I actually just had it shipped in here a few weeks ago.
Wow.
To organize it.
That's incredible.
If these were already on VeVe, I just have to press a button and I can get access to read that book straight away. Now, what I need to do is the 42 boxes are numbered. I need to go through alphabetically to find the book I want to see in that series and pull them out very carefully. And then I probably have to put a glove on some of them when I read them. On VeVe, I can easily bring it out, and the collections I don't want, I could sell it straight away at the marketplace. With the physical format, I probably have to get it graded. Then I probably have to try to find an auction website to sell it, and so on. So, digital collecting is definitely going to be coming in, especially in these books format. Toys is a bit different, right? Toys, you can display it, but most of the time, people don't even want to open up the boxes. I mean, when I buy the toys now, I even look at the packaging. I don't even want to have that corner with a little cardboard dent on it. Yep. It's actually just getting so ridiculous. I mean, when we were kids, we were buying those little pack. The minute you get it, and we play with it, right? And now we're thinking, why did I even open those Star Wars toys? I could be selling that for 400x. Who knew an unopened booster box of Pokemon will go for $200,000? If you knew that, you'd be buying it and not opening it. But then if you don't open it, you're not really enjoying that hobby. So you become more speculating, and you're really buying it for investment. And that's what we see a lot more in that physical format, in sports car and the trading cards and comic. The minute people buy it, they send it to get it graded. So I think there's a huge opportunity there, segue, where VeVe will be providing physical format with a clone of that collectible, and then you can bring it out in AR. You can bring it into VeVeverse to really display it in your virtual world. And that time definitely is around the corner. I mean, we've been embracing in 2017, both myself and Dan, we talk a lot about wearable device. You see Meta now is bringing out with Ray-Ban, where the lens now has screens on it. So it's really just around the corner where people want to see digital layer of different artworks. And they can already in VeVe through their mobile tablet, through the AR. But I just think there will be a moment where everything will be more easier.
Yeah, and they even have that through the looking glass. We were talking with the London police. They were trying to get one of those for their museum area, and they're pretty pricey right now. But I think as time goes on, those things are going to start dropping in price.
Yeah, we showcase some beautiful products at New York Comic Con. These looking glass at our booth. They almost give you that holographic screen effect. We're going to be bringing products out similar to that in physical format for our users. It's really around getting that sweet spot pricing to display. And, certainly I already know dozens and dozens of our fans out there will purchase one, rotate their collectibles within.
Yeah, I think I have 3,500 comics and collectibles on VeVe, and the only way that anyone could see them is if I had a display on my shelf for people that physically come and see me to be able to see it through a looking glass like technology. So that'd be awesome. I'd love that.
Yeah, I know those spinning displays. I'm not sure if you're
Yes.
familiar, but those are very strong visuals when displaying 3D images and with animation. They're amazing, and I'd imagine the price on those shouldn't be too much. So, do you see VeVe possibly having something where you download an app and going into that direction? Maybe.
Yeah, we have some already made as samples in our Dan's got a couple of them upstairs. Now the trouble right now is us thinking how will we embrace and enable the feature and the function where you can only display what you own on VeVe. So, for the hardware device to interact with your VeVe account, because we want to ensure that, it stays true to the ownership. If you own it, then you can display it, right?
100%.
So that's the part that's sending that signal into these hardware devices will be part of it. And that's why we really think that with the hardware glasses coming out, it will allow us to do that because the applications will, you have to lock into your account. So with these spinning devices, as well as right now with the looking glass, how do the app interact and talk to it? It's one thing we will be solving.
Right.
That's amazing. This guy brought up a good point. He would like to we need to have an audio book enabled with our comics, including sound effects and animation. I brought this up to Ben, think through a message, and you don't have to comment, but I just wanted to bring it up to you. That it would be amazing in the future if we could see animated comics. It just makes it more interactive. It's just, there's a lot of calling for it from the community. We would love to see that. Hopefully, and someday we will. So,
we definitely see the evolution of comic readers. I mean, we obviously going through the traditional books. Then we have seen now the digital books, and we have seen company like Webtoon that do the vertical scoring of the books. I really do believe that animation, even with audio, is going to be part of it. I mean, imagine having your Spider-Man comic book read out by, say, Tobey Maguire or some, actor or actresses from the movie itself. It will really elevate, and it will take readership into another different level. I mean, definitely, this is definitely a section. I mean, we sing audio books out, with voice actors over it. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. It just will be when we'll be releasing things like this.
Awesome. That's good to hear. Love that. Especially with AI in the future, things like that will become more accessible. Without
it would definitely help speed things up, help produce these products, the process of it. Right now, comic book itself is still a lot of touch points in terms of the coloring, the story writing, the editors, the penciling, the whole lot, going even to printing, distribution to the retail shop, and then the digital file that comes to VeVe, and then there's a lot of touch point for a production of a book to be coming out. So hopefully technology will help speed things up, and we definitely still love the talents out there, but hopefully the talents out there will embrace technology to help them speed things up more than anything.
Right.
Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about the VeVeverse. A lot of people excited about the VeVeverse. Me and Bill kind of did a show about speculation with possibly items in the VeVeverse that are IP driven, like I think we talked about Legos. Do you see, is there in works, or can you comment on IP that is driven towards the VeVeverse at all?
Yeah, so VeVe will be something that we're going to be more focused on in 2026 as part of our roadmap. Obviously, this year has been in the beta testing. We have found a lot of learning curves, speed bumps, because originally when we thought about VeVe, we thought it would be an easy category for us to tick it off. But what the more deeper that we went in and we saw how our users and audience interact with VeVe, we felt we need to really amp it up, the tools, the resource, everything in that whole metaverse category. We really need to be bringing it into a much more easy, user-friendly environment. So part of that, in fact, it was talked about even a couple of days ago with Dan himself as part of our 2026 roadmap to bring a lot of these features in. What I think the turning point for the VeVe will really come about when we offer more gamification in there as well. And part of that, we had to think, and part of the reason why Collect Chain is now being implemented and going to be introduced into VeVe is that to ensure these assets doesn't appear in more than one places. So Collect Chain has got a major part of that, and and also how we can help to bring users other Web3 collectible into their VeVe as well. So we want to see a lot of these things in VeVe.
The Collect Chain is going to be amazing. I love the idea. I love how it's going to bring lots of IP your way, and many platforms seem like they could have an opportunity to come over if they decide to. It's going to bring a lot of interoperability to VeVe that people I think been waiting for a long time with other platforms.
Yeah, to start with, we so obviously the it's all, number one is all IP. It's driven by the IP owners. Number one, they slowly will get them approval. Number two is what our aim and phase two is that self custody, that you're holding to it, although you are holding to your account username. They're not going anywhere, and slowly, based on IP approval, other features that we'll be rolling out as well. But it is very important that our audience understand that we have a very long-term vision with what we are trying to build here in VeVe. We have things that we want to roll out, and it does take time. For those of you who has been here in day one, you will have experienced, chaos. You have experienced, missing the drops, and you will be experiencing collectibles now in much, much better shape. You went from nothing, from a fault, to now running around in your VeVe. There's a lot of changes, and a lot of these feature has come out. I mean, we released that. You now can see some of your favorite comic, what's releasing now in the homepage of the Blue app and the front list. There'd be a lot more features and improvement coming out. I mean, it takes a long time. And simply because we're still a small company, we're in a very early stage of that transformation and that digital. Even though it is 5 year, a lot of you guys will go, well, that's a 5 year. You have 5 year do everything right. But the key part is I don't think the technology is going to be going away. And VeVe have found that Collect Chain and having a dedicated blockchain for collectibles, it's a need. and that's why we are part of that movement and part of that. That change needs to come, and we have moved from our early blockchain provider to IMX, now IMX to this Click chain. So it's not like it's the first time we've done it. So it's not our first rodeo here as such. But every single time we just want to improve that experience, and now we feel, and I really feel that for the first time we're really connecting that whole entire circle, by moving to Click chain.
I just wanted to give a quick example. There's a company that I'm involved with named Eon Rift, and they've actually hit a wall in their project because they're on ETH chain and they're on OpenSea, and they don't get rewarded after that. There's a sale in the future. They never receive that because it's not guaranteed on OpenSea. And the fact that Collect Chain can offer rewards to those who switch over to them in the future is like incredible for a lot of artists. And it really needs to be the future, because so many people, they get into projects and then they expect them to do really well, but then when the projects lose funding where they really need it, those could be solutions to that.
Yeah, the long-term vision for Collect Chain, including categories that VeVe wants to grow into, which is music and gaming, in many different ways. And as a company, we will never say we will only be in one chain. I mean, we will adapt to environment where we see best fit, who has the best interest for our users. So if our customers are telling us they want to see this, we are listening to you. We are basically, the company's movement is partly because our audience wants it. I think it's easier now for us to produce product that our customers want and features that our customers want rather than what we want. We kind of already built a business where what we want is really amazing premium collectibles on it. What our audience want is a totally different thing. So that's where we're moving into. And we have proven year over year that, we're a company which is driven by our community, because our success today is really because of part of what you guys want to see. And we kind of cater our whole ecosystem around our community, and because our community kind of driving us to get better, to get these IP, the self custody. We hear every stage and everything, and every other project that came to us to share their belief in their downfall or their speed bump, we kind of taken that and tried to produce something that is good, and Collect is just really one part of that. We see this entire business and ecosystem as in multiple moving parts. And just so you know, the collection wasn't decided yesterday. It was decided a long time ago. We just decided now is the time to announce it to this. There'd be a lot more utility coming out for Ecomi as well on your Omi. It just, that timing, we had to make certain things change for certain other things to activate. So we're here for the long term.
I know working with larger IP in the beginning of this project, you really had to educate them and kind of guide them into this space. With new IP coming along, are you finding that the guidance is a little less and they're coming on a little bit more educated?
Yeah. The craziest thing is our community is kind of a part of that whole process, because the IP owner actually do watch what's going on. They do monitor our social media, your interaction, because they take these away as they're learning. They take it away to go, actually, there is a market for digital, and we want to be part of that, because they want to stay relevant, right? You see a lot of these brands, they're moving into different things is because they see that audience and they try to capture. And you've seen Fortnite, you've seen the game out there. Now you have seen Simpsons speak in the Fortnite. You'll never see the Simpsons with guns, but they do now, because that new Gen Z audience loves seeing that. They see they see Marvel characters, and you see Magic the Gathering having Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, that you see Final Fantasy, because that audience kind of grew up and they want to see those characters that they love to be part of the game they play and they grew up with. So IP owners certainly embrace what our community want, and they want to ensure that they stay relevant. But, it took a long time for myself and Dan to really convince these IP owner that there is an audience for you guys in digital. And that digital is not just the NFT or the collectible that VeVe brings. Now you see part of that digital for them to go into different type of cross branding in their IP in gaming is because there is an audience for it. Otherwise, they won't be there. Otherwise, these IP will just forever stay in their own box. But every IP owner is very different. Some of them are very protective. A lot of them try new thing, and they really try with VeVe. A lot of them see a very early success through that boom and rise of their NFT cycle, and obviously a lot of them are learning that that cycle. We need to have a better way to reach our audience and be more relevant for them to sell more, or to have better adoptions in VeVe. So it takes time. So a lot of them do see that it will take some time for more of these to come through.
That's awesome. Yeah. So
I got
another project I was involved in.
I got another 5 minutes before I have to shoot off my next meeting. So happy to take a couple more questions.
Okay, great. Let me pull up. Another one. Okay. When I first came to VeVe, I didn't make a purchase for about a month or so. I bought the DeLorean UR. It was a no-brainer for me, as I saw the metaverse potential and knew I had to have one on the chance I may be able to drive around it in someday. When you first came into collecting and had the funds available to purchase, what was the collectible that you just had to have over all others?
Yeah. So before I answer you that, so what took you so long? What took you a whole month before you top up your account? I mean, that's what we want to know.
So immediately when I came into Earth 2, and then I found Randy, and he was doing videos about Earth 2 and Earth 2, and I bought land immediately on Earth 2. The second somebody broke it down to me and they said, you can get land, you can earn crypto on it, and I own real estate in the real world, and I said, that's an amazing thought. I could own digital land. That's incredible. And so I immediately jumped into it because there wasn't a lot of money involved and it was easy to purchase, right? On VeVe, though, he later, about some months later on down the road, when Earth 2 got a little boring, he found VeVe and he was like, this is incredible. And I was like, let me check this out. And it wasn't land, though. For me, I was watching these collectibles being purchased, and I said, well, I'm on one platform that has land, and I'm on another platform that also has lots of things you can use inside of land, possibly. So in my mind, I was like, I need to have both in this digital world or digital future that people think that may arrive in Ready Player One or whatever. And so in my mind was, I watched the movie, I have to have the DeLorean. I got to have the DeLorean, right? That's a no-brainer. And so it took me about a month because it didn't click or register to me right away the importance of the collectibles, like land did for me, because land was, I had more experience in it.
And
real quick before you answer that, I also was not a collector, and VeVe made me a collector, so I kind of had to learn what collectibles were really all about. So go ahead.
That's amazing, Bill. And
yeah.
And one of the key reasons why we didn't sell land in VeVe or VeVeverse is we didn't want to get into the security issue. And when I talk about security, I'm more like SEC thing. Like you're selling a digital land. That means you need to warrant and guarantee the user that will have that ownership of that digital land in your platform. So what happened if one day you did decide you haven't got enough user, you had to switch off that world? Do these people lose their land? So we didn't want to get to anything that's too controversial in that land security regard. So we didn't tap into that. We thought our strongest point will be, people want to be interactive in IP they love, and one key thing around VeVe is about price point. So we want to ensure that the product is not, no one's buying $1 million for a JPEG or an artwork or something. Probably worth $1 million. I don't know.
It's safer to buy IP, right?
Yeah, the intrinsic value and that emotional value, when someone's prepared to pay $1 million, they probably felt it's worth $1 million one way or another. But for me, growing up as a comic collector, stamp collector, I knew everything is about that stepping step, and I knew everything is about mass market and that IP. You want the audience to be part of it, and you need to grow that, because there's only so many people that will buy $1 million digital artwork, but there will be millions of people who will prepare to buy a $5.99 or $6.98 comic book. So we had to choose one way or another. But going back to it's really good, learning from you, Bill, talking to you now, that understanding that you came in not as a collector, but now you are. And I see you got the Matt Gondag, I see you got the London Police prints in the back, and you got a frame. The collectible that really drive me into drive me into what we do has to be all these FA first appearances. Pretty much, I value first appearance of all these collectibles in digital format is everything I love. The FA is what I will be personally collecting, because in our generation now, and the times that we're sitting in, that the first appearance of these into digital is going to be so meaningful and so important in when the new collectors come in, because that's what everyone are chasing. In sports car, you're chasing the rookie car. And what is rookie car? It's really the first appearance of the sports player, the great GOAT in the future, they first appear. I mean, no one's going to buy Babe Ruth, when he, many cards later down. They just become more and more common, right? They won the Tom Brady rookie card. They won the Otani rookie card. I mean, they won the Michael Jordan rookie card. They don't really talk about it unless it's the one-of-one signature patch. They want all these cool things on it. So VeVe, the important part about VeVe is digital first, and the digital first is the FA. So anything that's in the first appearance for me, I reckon personally, it's very important as a collector, because that's how you collect comics. You go out and look for the next hottest comic character that you love, and that's the first appearance of it coming out. And who knew 40 years ago the first appearance of Spider-Man is going to be as big as it is today in 2025? Or the first Charizard, the first edition Charizard. I'm not talking about the unlimited edition. I'm talking about the first edition, the holographic Charizard. It has to be either in English or Japanese. Then there's a German, there's French, so on. So these are the first English digital collectible of all these characters. So that's why they are very important. And every single one of them is worthwhile as for the collector. Depends what you like. I mean, I think for both myself and Dan, the Batman, whatever the first came out on VeVe, the Todd was a very significant moment for us to turn it on. Other moments has been like the first appearance of the Disney collectible that came in to play. But for me, it was very important that all the artists that I love, I collect their physical artwork came on, like the first Wrong artwork, the first Gary artwork, even first Matt Gondek artwork come on. All these artists who I love and collected the physical over the years. Now that's their first digital on VeVe and the first digital they ever done.
So I think it was a long answer, and you asked me a question, so then it kind of got sidetracked. What was that one collectible that you had to have?
On VeVe or in physical?
As a collectible, just didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I started collecting very, very young age. And I tell you, to get me where it is today, and collecting is very addictive.
Yeah, it is.
Because you got to have them all. I don't know why. It's just this thing. There's that drive, that chase. Stamp collecting has been a very big part and big moment that drive me in collecting. Even though stamp value significantly hasn't been where it is, the value, only key significant value of stamps are still very important. But for me, I grew up here in New Zealand. I have a beautiful stamp collection that pretty much have everything, and filling up all those holes for me was very important. And as of today, I still own that stamp collection. Even though the monetary value is not there anymore, but the emotional value was very much what brought me here today, of how I got into collecting.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Nice.
Awesome.
Well, we know you got to go, David. We just want to say thank you for giving us your time, and everybody here that viewed today. And we're very grateful for you and what you and VeVe have done for digital collecting and the future of digital collecting. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks again for having me on. Wish everyone here have a safe holiday season coming up. We are coming towards the end of the year, and hopefully you guys will enjoy what we have coming up for the holiday season. Hopefully there will be many other crafting things, and we'll continue to work hard. The team here at VeVe is going to be working tirelessly throughout this holiday season, round the clock as usual. We have a lot of cool stuff coming out, so please stay tuned. And for a lot of you, if you have locked off VeVe, you haven't been back on after Thanksgiving, go refresh your app or update your app. There's cool new features out there, and really hoping you guys can be as engaging and be part of this new chapter coming up. And stay tuned for more updates.
Can't wait. Everybody like and subscribe, please. Helps
Appreciate
the channel.
Thanks,
Thank
David.
you very
We'll
much,
talk soon.
David.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You too. Bye now.
See ya. Okay. A little surprise there, huh?
Did we end? Are we end stream? No, we haven't end streamed yet.
Nope.
Okay. That was
I
crazy.
didn't expect that.
Fuck. Yeah, that okay.
Well, we originally were going to have David on the show, and then he said, "Well, I'm not sure if I can come on," so we just didn't want to promote it and then have him not be able to come on.
Right.
So then we kind of just we ended the stream, and then we did another stream for Earth 2 because a lot of info was coming out with Earth 2, and then David called me
Last
and
second.
was like, "Hey, the link doesn't work," and I'm like, oh, you're coming on. Okay. This is great. And so that was really exciting. So I'm glad everyone got to enjoy that. And
Yeah,
man,
nothing
some
like
alpha just got dropped, huh?
nothing like a surprise guest. Jeez, huh?
Yeah. And I didn't want to say anything to you. I just thought we're gonna get into the surprise.
Yeah. Everybody like and subscribe since we have everybody here now. Please helps the channel.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody. Bill Gardner.
Yeah.
That,
Wow, everybody.
Thank you.
That was really cool.
Yeah. And of course I had to wear my Mario Kart. That was not planned at all.
I had none of my prepared questions. I'm like, okay, what did I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. I had to pull them up because I'm like,
yeah. You're like, it's go time, whether we're ready or not.
That's amazing. We got 530 people in here too.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody got the gist that David was here.
Yeah. Well, I sent out the link and I'm like, yeah, David's live. If you want to join, come get.
Thank you, bro.
News on every front though. I didn't get to tell everyone I did pick up a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle special edition.
Yeah, you didn't say that when you said it. I was like, you didn't get one. I didn't hear about that.
I did, and I paid 8 million Omi for it.
Wow.
Which I never thought I would do. And I just kept waiting for that price to drop, and I was like, I'm not going to get this thing. And then I'm like, am I really going to spend the Omi to buy this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle right now? And I'm like, I just have to have it. I just can't not have this. And my worry was that if I didn't purchase it when the price dropped down a little bit, that it was just going to, and it would be unobtainable again.
Yeah. No, for sure. Wow.
Hold on. Shane's called.
Yeah, right.
That's funny. Yeah.
I was excited to hear about the Street Fighter, like we're not going to get another Ryu. So go get that.
Ask David about following me. Oh. No. Good call, Fro. Dang it. You should have asked David to refollow you again. Yeah. You're right.
When he comes back.
That was okay. So he asked us to send him 10 questions just to kind of get an idea of what we were going to say.
Yeah.
And I told Tommy, I'm like, okay, David, the only thing the followers want to know is why did you unfollow me? That's the first question.
And you missed it.
I was like, no, I can't do it. But that's it. We don't have any more questions. That's
all. That was great. Well, yeah, I think that was a good interview.
It was incredible.
Total our style, less structured a little bit, I'm not sure if the structured questions would have, played out the same way. So it's almost good that we kind of got, surprised a little bit,
Yeah. And I just wanted to read a couple of them just to say that we did, we did take the time to write them, I guess, but I thought they were good questions.
He's probably like, these are none of the questions these guys submitted.
Yeah.
They're trying to hit me with some fucking screwballs here.
Yeah. I didn't want to hit him with any wins either,
No, yeah. And that's why I try to, leave it a little open just to discuss, future stuff, but not like key dates or if something's coming, with the VeVeverse too. I think, IP coming into that space specifically for the VeVeverse is something that people are curious about. I'm not sure if he kind of nailed that question down. He might have dodged it a little bit, but it was good to hear him talk about it.
Yeah. And how about how he brought up Earth 2? Well, I brought up Earth 2. You notice he didn't say I didn't know what Earth 2 was.
Oh, I wish we slipped that one in more in the middle so we could follow up with that. But
but it was incredible. It's something I've always wanted him to address was the digital land aspect. You know what I mean? Like, because I also was interested in VeVe for that aspect, but I grew to love what I was buying over time anyways.
Well, they've really defined that space, right? Where it doesn't feel like organic anymore for us to go in the land direction as much, unless something's built out for that specifically. Yeah. And there's a reason to own land, right?
Right. And they could always partner with someone in the future that has already done all that like Earth 2, whether they want to create a space or something for the people, then they could say, well, we're just partnering with them, or even maybe they could partner with Fortnite, like we talked about before. That'd be really cool. He did bring up Fortnite, so that was exciting. But
yeah, I didn't miss that one. Then the Simpsons drop a little bit. You know,
I
with
didn't think about that with the whole them
guns,
not using guns thing. That didn't occur. That didn't.
yeah, I didn't know that they didn't personally, but interesting to know. I definitely think the collect chain will help the bridge from VeVe to other projects and other projects into VeVe for sure. I think this is going to be a huge door opening up for the potential of OMI and VeVe.
Yeah. You know what we need to do, since there's 551 people in here?
What?
We need to do a giveaway.
Giveaway.
Giveaway time.
Giveaway time.
All
right.
VeVe related or Ur2 community or whoever else.
Yeah.
We're going to give away this 9.6 slab.
Oh, snap.
Of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Shipped?
Yeah, I'm going to ship it.
Wow. Can I get in on? Am I eligible?
No. Sorry.
That's pretty dope.
You're like, no way. Well, so we were planning on doing a promo. We were going to do a promo with TPC, and we just stopped it all because we weren't sure if he was actually going to come on.
Yeah.
So, okay. Whoever's going to win this thing has to be subscribed, and they have to like it, the stream.
Yes.
How about that? 560 people in here. We'll give people a couple minutes, and then.
Yeah, I almost brought up the DGC.
Kenobi, you have to win this. That it's got your name on there.
The DGC kind of partnership in a way, or whatever those guys are doing together. But I felt kind of weird because we didn't have anything ready. So we'll definitely have to work with them on a later show to get, they had a very special collectible ready for this stream. And since we weren't sure it was going to happen, we weren't able to make that happen, but definitely look for that, because they got something coming for a giveaway that's going to be amazing. Everybody.
Hey, D says, if I win, give it to Zombie.
Oh, love you,
D hooking it up.
Like and subscribe.
Yep, like and subscribe. Yeah, we'll have to do another one. We're in talks with Vincent Zerzola coming on the show. So hopefully with addiction. So maybe we could do it for that or a different show.
Wow.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, maybe we should do a conspiracy podcast show. Those are fire.
Ooh,
we gotta get back on that conspiracy train too.
I seen a couple pictures of Fro lately, and the Fro was looking a bit short. What's going on, Fro? Are those AI photos of short haircuts?
Please tell us it ain't true.
Yeah, please tell us it's not true. We know the Fro's real.
I love the latest video where he had Jack from was it Titanic drawing? Have you seen that? Love
that
it.
Was too good. That was too good. It was Frogain. For sure. What are we gonna do for our question? Should we do a question?
Yes. Well, think of a number. Think of a number.
Spectrum already got it.
What?
He said the answer is 42.
Damn it, Spectrum. I didn't even think of it yet. How do you do it?
Yes.
Do you want to do a number, Bill?
Yeah, let's do let's make it somewhat easy, right? Okay. Just want to do basic, like 1 through 20, 1 through 30 or something like that?
1 through 50.
Okay. All right. I got a number in my head. I'm going to write it down. Hold on. That'd be better.
Yeah. So it's not a rigged game here.
Okay. And keep. Ooh, can't do that. That'll give out something. All right, let me grab something. I'll be right back.
I don't know what number it is. I don't know if we've hit it yet or not. Getting some good answers here. Dang. If you guys saw my face, because I was not prepared for that freaking at all. I was like, wait, who? Somebody just popped in. I was like, what the heck? And it's David. It's like, yeah, total thrown for a loop there. Oh my gosh. Like, I was like, oh fuck, I'm not fucking ready. I'm not fucking ready. And then I was like, okay, we got to pull it together here, zombie. Hopefully I wasn't stuttering and mumbling too much.
Oh my gosh, numbers are already rolling in. Go.
Yeah. Are you seeing it so they can stop, or they're just going to keep going? Somebody said 6, 7. Oh wait, that was me. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to start from the way that we see it. So that's how it's rolling in through X and YouTube.
Yeah. Nobody fact check us.
Okay. Wow.
Nobody yet? 1 through 50. Dang, D's good.
Yeah, 1 did hit. First one that came up.
Oh, snap.
Whoa, Ben in
Korea.
Korea. That's going to be an expensive shipment.
Dang, you're going to break the bank here. Like you were monetized. Oh, wait, we're not.
Yeah. Who else was close?
Dang, Wes.
Anybody else guess that number? Nobody else guessed that number. Wow, he just locked it down.
No speculation
Amazing.
there. Good job, Ben.
Way to go, Ben. Ben, we're already in a chat, so just send me your info and I'll ship it out to you. Congrats on your Kenobi 9.6.
That's dope. You know how I get a lot of those slabs, well, not a lot, but I get those slabs sent to me sometimes, and they do pool noodles around it. They cut them and they around the edge. So it's pretty secure that way. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll beef it up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, it's his first comic. Wow, you broke his cherry.
What?
Dang.
My first comic? Okay, let's go. 590 people in here. This is great, guys.
Like and subscribe.
But obviously, Ben, you got to be subscribed. I'm sure you already are, though.
We got to check. Yeah, right. It's kind of an OG. I guess we have OGs. Do we have OGs now? Have we done a show where there's OGs? He's sporting
the Eon Rift character. You know, I had to throw Eon Rift to David.
Nice drop, by the way. Since you're like partners with them pretty much with your collection.
You see that? I'm kind of involved.
Kind of a big deal. I have 5 million rifters.
What? That's awesome, Ben. Yeah, Ben. Ben's a good dude, man. So I'm glad to see him win something. He's always very supportive of the community. Way to go, Ben.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So did you go for the TMNT drop?
Yes, I went for 3. I got the ultra rare. I really, really wanted a certain mint number, didn't get it. You know, I was searching for, I'll let it out. I was searching for Michelangelo's birthday, and that was 1475. And I messaged the guy who got it. He's not putting it up yet, but I was hoping nobody knew about it. I was like,
January 4th?
I was trying to be sneaky. The year 1475.
That's his birth year?
That's his birth year, right? So
1475.
Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure 1475. Yeah. Right?
Like ancient times or something?
Am I really off here? I might be off. Let me.
Maybe. Is it?
I got that from ChatGPT. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm
like, wait a second.
I'm a dummy sometimes, so maybe I'm way off.
Wasn't it in the 80s when they were teenagers?
No. Oh my God. The artist.
The artist. Oh, Michelangelo. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I went for that angle.
By the
there,
way, so
right?
shout out to Elmon X. They're about to do some kind of Michelangelo drop. The water is frothing
Thank you,
on
the
that.
brigand, bro.
They did a little picture of them doing the Adam and God finger touch
Who?
as a sneak.
Uh-huh.
And then they threw up some pictures of the Sistine Chapel. I'm like,
Oh,
they're about to release the freaking Sistine Chapel ceiling picture, I think.
No way.
I think they're going to. And I
Wow.
I was like, hey, that would go great with my Michelangelo's special edition. That'd be quite a matchup. And they liked it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, they liked it. So I'm like,
Oh,
dude, I'm liking what they're doing. And they're partnered with VeVe. But
yeah,
I didn't realize. So I was listening to Video Shane on what's his name stream?
Kid Arcade.
Kid Arcades. And he was saying that they are licensed. Like there's only one company that license artwork in Italy. And they're the only ones that are allowed to work with the museums. And that's who Elmon X uses. So there is no competition at all.
No fear
Elmon
of
X,
another
he's
coming
right,
in.
Italy.
Yeah, nobody coming in and kind of watering down the space, huh?
They won't allow it. And so then, they were bringing up on their show, like, well, why doesn't VeVe just go get that license? But they're already licensed and partnered with Elmon X. So VeVe's already got Elmon X, and they've already got the partnerships with them already, and they have so many drops with VeVe. Some stuff I didn't even realize, like the little grenades that they were doing.
Heart, the heart grenade.
Yeah, that was Elmon X.
Patrick
All
Hughes.
the Patrick Hughes stuff. Yeah, that's Elmon X.
Love Patrick Hughes, especially in the VeVe verse. Looks amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You really get the effect, you really get kind of the effect of owning it, right? In real life, because you can walk around it and see the angles.
Yeah. And I want to get the Elmon. So Patrick Hughes has a really cool one that Elmon X released, and it's a Banksy one. But it's only on ETH, it's only on an ETH chain, which is fine, but I'm going to have to scoop it because I love Banksy artwork. There's just something about it. I know it went over my head. It went over my head. Not the turtle.
So yeah, I talked to the guy that owned it, and he might put it up for Omi. He's still not sure. But I got the ultra rare. Then I got 2, like 3 digits. So I was happy. Not the special edition like you got. Even if you have to purchase it. God, that's such an amazing piece. And those, if they do it all the same way, like that special edition for all the characters, that's you've committed yourself. So I hope you take out a second mortgage or something, right?
Dude, I feel because if you figure the I don't even want to tell you what I'm not saying what I paid for that thing. Well, because you figure I've sat on my Omi for a pretty long time. So my price at Omi was 0.006 or 0.0006.
Okay.
So almost 3 times higher than what it is now.
Right.
And then I made the purchase with that. So I have to buy back Omi or I'm going to lose my shirt.
That's just as significant as my 42 C3PO, Golden Moments. It's an iconic historical piece, that I'm telling you, that's a great purchase.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
I don't even know if it's for sale, to be honest with you.
You're not going to lose money on that deal.
I honestly enjoy holding it more than I do Omi.
Well, that's the joy of this. That's the almost the danger of VeVe, right? Because you could purchase something, it's like, okay, and you talk yourself into it's it's for the future. It's a good purchase. It'll go up in value, but will you really let these pieces go? I don't know. Like, when the money came down to it, when prices were high, I didn't sell very much. I only sold one freaking piece, and it was for a good amount, but I had visions of it, being more, and maybe even then I might not have sold. So that's kind of the dangers of collecting, in a way that you grow attached to these pieces, and they have the value, like you were talking with your father, sentimental value, and they touch you in a way. So it's dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. How funny is it that we titled this stream all about her too? Oh, that's so funny. And nothing about David Yu in the title.
Is it too late to switch? I was like, I can't switch right now. I wouldn't even, I'd probably delete the stream accidentally.
Right.
I was so nervous, not nervous in a bad way, but just excited, to have David on.
Oh, dude, I've been wanting it. I talk to him more now than I even talked to him at the party I went to, because there was just so many people trying to get his attention, So
yeah. When I talked to him, it was a very short time, and you don't want to bother somebody when they're in a atmosphere where they're enjoying themselves and having a good time and stuff. So
so that's how I kind of felt. I was just like, hi, hey, I'm so and so. Good to see you. Thank you. Okay, bye. I was kind of afraid to bother him. Like, I don't know, this sounds weird, but you're right. Like,
not when I was there at Sanjay's party in San Diego, I actually talked to his girlfriend. I believe maybe they're married. I didn't ask, more than David, and she's a lovely lady, so smart,
really?
and so smart. We talked about collectibles and VeVe and artists and everything, and it was funny. I was like, "Dang, talked to her more than David," but obviously, I had a great conversation.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ben from Korea says, "I won't allow myself to use Omi. I can't open that Pandora's box." I know,
right?
So I've used like 8 or 9 million Omi that day or something.
Oh wait, I can calculate the price right here.
Okay, it's fine. I bought it for like 7.8 million. So it was equivalent of about $1,800.
That's not bad though.
But you got to remember now. So that Omi was purchased 3 times higher. So that's really the equivalent of like
Don't do it. Don't do it.
More than that. Like,
that will not be fun.
Yeah.
You can't think of it along those lines, or else you'll never use it.
Well, so that's the thing is, so then I just have to buy. I have to replace it because I also use the in-app Omi. So now I'm not also getting my.
Oh, you broke down in the tens.
I just had to. It was like
it was there. Move it quick enough?
Huh?
You didn't have because I'm sure you have other wallets with Omi. You didn't move it over first?
Yeah, I just didn't want to. I'm not ready to say why yet, but I've been making some. I've been spending some money. And
you've been moving around some things.
Okay. It's my kid's birthday this time of year, and then I got Christmas, and then I got towards the end of the year I'm going to be traveling, and so there's just so much stuff that I was like, do I want to put $2,000 into the app? And then my other concern was that I would put it in there and then I wouldn't get it, and then it would just spike up. So the delay of transferring was my other concern.
The floor is 3,200 gems right now.
Yeah. But what's the Omi floor? I think the Omi floor was still sitting around what I paid, 9, 10 million or something like that, or 8, 9, 10 million.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's true. Well, Omi did spike a little bit. The market's been moving.
Yeah. Even R2 was down to.
Oh, it went up 24% the other day.
So R2 announced that they had their halving event.
Yeah. So hey, you want to talk about R2 now?
Yeah, they cut it in half. And I was like, oh, so you think about, I got to buy my Omi back. I also need to buy R2 because the coin just got cut in half. And I'm like, now people are going to be making half the amount. So that's huge. I posted it and I kind of felt like I shouldn't have posted it because I'm like, I should have made that purchase before I posted it. Because right after I posted it and a few other people posted it, and which just people were just buying it.
Right.
And
Now, quick question. I think you had mentioned something about staking, right? And the value of your staking going up. And did that happen?
yeah, so just like with ER2, staking that 10 million OMI with the MCP points, I'm
Mhm.
missing on that. I got to get that back. But with ER2, you can also stake, and the staking value doubled because it halved. So so you know what that made people do
Hmm.
was people took all their essence and they shoved it into the staking because now they have to make up. So I'm staking like 83,000 essence right now.
So
I maxed out on it.
did it mess with your staking then? Is that what you're saying?
Um, yeah. So it in the if you stake, you get twice as much as you used to, but it because of the halving, you're basically getting the same rate as you used to. Does that make sense?
Did you have to add more to replenish or something, or am I
No,
missing
I have
something?
about half. I keep about so I hit 200K the other day.
Because they're in contracts, right?
Yes, so I had like 45K sitting on the side, and then I
Uh-huh.
have 100 off app, right?
Mhm.
So 45K was just sitting there. I wasn't doing anything with it. I should have been staking it the whole time, but I always like to keep, some extra money on the side just in case something gets announced.
Mhm.
So I maxed out all my properties and I'm staking and I still have like 15K on the side
Okay.
because I
Got it.
can't stake anymore. And there's really nothing else I can do except for buy things, Um,
Okay.
but I'm getting kind of bored because I want them to release their game, right?
Mhm.
Like David said, um, you get that emotional value to the collectibles. When we were bringing up the land aspect, the
Mhm.
land's great that it generates cash flow, but if you don't have that emotional connection to those collectibles, you get kind of bored. Um,
Right.
I found myself starting to play with a lot of the collectibles in AR now, um,
Mhm.
because it's fun, and Fro kind of got me addicted to it, and um, I want to see those things happen in Earth 2 as well, and other platforms that we talk about all the time. Um, so yeah, so that's what happened. So that was pretty crazy. Also, Ur2 released a what was it? The Thread 4. We were supposed to be talking about the entire time of the stream, but
Yeah.
Thread 4 was pretty exciting. Um, he says, "My bad, Bill. My bad. You
Yeah,
got you got me."
it had some interesting new kind of aspects to it. I like that they're organizing the resources a little bit
Hmm.
in there, that they're making things more biologically or bio available in different ecosystems or
Yeah,
sims, whatever the
yeah.
wording is.
We're gonna get.
um
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So I just like that they're being super mindful of how people interact with resources and crafting and the legitimate gameplay of Earth 2, right? It's really
Yeah.
developing. You can see the vision and it's coming forward, you know.
Spectrum says also now upgrading with Essence is going to be super expensive. Yes, it will for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's until the price balances out, right?
Hmm.
That, like, once that's kind of like seen, the adjustment in price, I think will happen with Essence. you know
A
um
natural balance. Yeah.
yeah, it just it's inevitable. It's kind of like now with Omi. We're going to start seeing Omi being adjusted because of the purchase of collectibles.
Yeah.
It's inevitable once it's integrated fully like it is now. Like, and people like, oh, well, like, I think Brock was talking about the gamification of it all, where, oh, I'm buying here but then selling here and making a little arbitrage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And there has to be a balance. Like I thought about that with because of what I purchased for. I needed to
Mhm.
purchase more just to balance out because it gets scary. I don't want to use the stuff that I paid way more money for, right? That's just supposed to be for me to sell later on down the road. So,
yeah,
that's supposed to be, but I had it in the app, I had it staked, now I need to restake it because kind of dropped off a little bit, which I'm a diamond 2 now.
Yeah. And if everybody doesn't know what we're talking about, Earth 2 is a metaverse project that came out right around when VeVe came out. Maybe I don't know if it was ahead or behind VeVe. I'm not sure the exact date, but it started off with land purchase, and that's all it was, with a hope and a dream of it being, a metaverse, a one-to-one scale of Earth. And it's we've had the ups and downs, kind of like VeVe has, and the true believers in the project stuck with it and now are being rewarded. There's a cryptocurrency attached to it. There's staking. There's purchases with Essence. There's there's a lot of gamification now built in, and they're developing the in-play game where we're going to be running around and crafting and building and designing whole structures and cities. So if you're not familiar with it, go check it out. Earth2.io. It's an amazing project. You can check on YouTube as well. They have some really cool fly-throughs of the world that they're creating.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And it reminded it reminded me of watching Prometheus. I had to watch it again the other day because it's been years since I watched it, but the characters in Earth 2 look like the character from Prometheus when he's all like bluish gray.
The gray dude? Yeah.
And like, built and like just wearing like nothing hardly because they're just starting out, but it's almost like very, very similar in the concept with the different colored eyes and So I've been going back and watching all the Alien and Predator movies and stuff. So did I tell you I went and saw Badlands?
No.
Badlands I gotta say, was really good.
Badlands. What's that?
Predator. The new Predator movie that came out.
Okay.
It was really good. Yeah. I was worried they were gonna go they were gonna feminize Predator too much. Predator was notorious for being just, raging killers and all that. And so they had a lot of mixed thoughts on X all over the place. Oh, this is going to be crap. They got to destroy everything. And I was like, oh man, I hope they don't destroy the Predator freaking, line. Like, I love Predator. And went and saw it, dude, and it didn't skip a beat, man. It was just really action-packed the whole time. It was great.
Yeah, I think I saw a scene where he opened up again, like his iconic, fucking roar with his fangs deploying, and
yeah. And they kind of added like this character, kind of like Grogu, but like a lot tougher than Grogu, but kind of like that element of like friendship there. And it was kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for VeVe to grab, Predator. Dude, because we already got Alien.
Dropping some alpha, dude. Like, he dropped some stuff. I'm gonna have to go back through and rewatch everything, but he was saying some stuff.
Oh yeah. Us not going on script. I'm sure he's like, damn, these guys got me.
Got him. We got him, guys. It was for you. It's all for you. Incredible. So I didn't get to show off the Last Supper. Let's do that real quick. Right?
Yeah. Are you ready?
I think so. Let me double check.
It's up.
Oh, it's up already?
It's in the queue.
Okay, go ahead. Can you pull it up?
Okay. Everybody like and subscribe, please. That's watching.
Yeah.
Helps us out. We're trying to get monetized. Yeah, we need our subscriptions up, or our subscribers. Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull into it. Okay, I'm having a brain fart. Okay. Yes. So I didn't realize how big this piece was. So right now, I guess the floor is
418.
I think it's 418. No, I think there was one that was less because it was 0.75. So I want to say it's around $300, 241. Okay, so there is somebody that's dropping the ball, owned by Dan786. Dan, you better stop selling it so cheap.
Crazy Dan?
Crazy Dan, but look at that. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that's so cool.
And they really did it up this time, man. Elmon really did it up.
What's on the back?
So it's just like a grayish slab look to it.
Almost like it was on the wall. Look at that.
And it's 30
wow.
feet long, the real one. I didn't realize it was that big.
Mm-hmm.
It's gigantic. And so Elmon did a post-restoration and a pre-restoration drop.
There's two versions?
Yes. So the pre-restoration is extremely faded.
That's what this is?
This is the post-restoration. This is after it got restored.
Can you look in the pre?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up the Elmon X collections. Hold on one sec. And so they sold an overlay though. They did a physical print. If you got the pre, you actually got you got an overlay that went over top of it that gave it its
oh wow.
Its restoration. It was kind of a very cool concept. This is the first time they've ever done anything like that.
Yeah. Fun Under the Sun might have to rewatch this stream.
Oh, did he miss it?
or he's trolling.
Oh, he missed it, didn't he? I didn't see him in here when David was in, so. Yes, you did.
Yeah, okay. Might have to rewatch this one.
I don't know if it's going to allow me to click into it again. Let me try. It's kind of like, because it's not the drop anymore. Here we go. Last Supper. Okay, cool. All right. Can you stop that? Can you stop that sharing there?
Okay.
And I'm going to share a different screen.
He didn't. He wasn't trolling. Definitely have to watch.
Dude, David. Dude, Fun Under the Sun. David dropped some stuff, man. Like,
check it out.
Yeah. He did not disappoint at all. I can't even think right now. What button am I supposed to share? Image file? No. What's going on?
Like, do you have the pre?
Did I get the pre? No, the pre was like $600. And I'm like,
just to mint?
TMT was dropping, or I knew they were both dropping at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm like,
a lot of stuff going on.
I'm like, let me just get two post because they were only like 80 a piece or something, which is manageable. But $600, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want.
All of a sudden, kids don't have Christmas presents, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be that dad, right?
They got lots of stuff, right? They're good to miss one Christmas.
All right, let me see if I can share screen. Why can't I? Image file? No, I just like my brain is just wrecked right now. I don't even know what I'm doing.
I know. I was like,
Okay.
I got to rewatch it because my face must have been like, yeah.
You were so surprised.
Yeah, but I was also like, what the fuck? Like, sorry to curse him, but like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I got to switch gears here, straighten up a little bit. Fucking glad I shaved.
Yes. Took a shower.
Yeah. Like, is that
it?
it?
Pull it up. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
So see how like faded that one is? But look at the price tag. It's $500 in euros. So whatever that is, it's like
click the American. You could click it to American.
Yeah, I tried that.
Oh, the little arrow doesn't move?
Yeah, I think there was problems when I tried clicking it before, but it sold out. The whole thing sold out in 10 minutes.
So that's probably like $800 or something, I think. At least if it was euros.
Yeah. And I was just like, I don't want to spend that right now. And then the other thing is I'm running out of wall space to put stuff because I've been buying some more London Police physicals. I'm really excited to share with you guys. I'm not allowed to share yet, but there's a really cool collab that they're doing with a graffiti artist. And it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Well, when I get that, I will be sharing.
Drop the alpha.
Yeah. So London Police is doing some stuff with graffiti artists all over the world. They're really dropping some major heat. Just like Elmon. So I got to get the Michelangelo. I feel like if they release the Michelangelo, how do you not buy the Sistine Chapel picture?
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me how to get on and set this up, because I definitely will get that piece.
Yeah, and this is the type of stuff like that's why I had to have a Mona Lisa eventually. I bought it and I was like, of course, after I bought it, it dropped like $200.
Of course.
So, but I just held it. I don't care what it cost because it's the Mona Lisa. It's not even that I like it that much. Remember, I was on the fence for so many shows. I was like, the Mona Lisa is not attractive by any shape or form. Like, it's not really that cool of a painting to me. I don't like this. Like, I didn't even want the physical because I didn't want to stare at it on my wall. You know what I mean?
I think she's got that inner beauty, kind of like another female that's on maybe VeVe with a longer neck. You know, she's got an inner beauty to her, right?
She looks just like Electra, actually.
Got an inner beauty that really shines through. You know, that draws you in.
With an extremely long neck, and yeah. More time next year. I'm glad to see you talk for a bit. Mona Lisa is like Electra. I'm so like down about not getting my shirt because I was sick. You got it. Next time we run into each other, I gotta get it. I gotta get a shirt. And then of course, what's her name showed up with it, wearing it to DCon, and I'm like, Magic.
Ooh.
Magic was wearing
did you?
her shirt. Yeah. I was like, that's so good. So soon, at some point, I gotta be a Mona Electric guy.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So that was that. And I'm gonna get you set up on figuring all that out, right?
Yes, please.
Let me figure out how to stop screen. Let's stop screen on that. Can you stop screen? What else happened?
Let's see. So back to Earth 2. They have the fighting now with weapons. They got the spear. You can craft the spear now. You can craft a shield, and they took away the hang glider just for, you know, everybody gets a hang glider, right? Like Oprah. Now you have to craft it. So that's cool. Right. Yeah. I think that shows they worked out the kind of the bugs and everything, and that item is working really well. So that's good.
Yes. Someday we will have them. David and Dan both got Mona Electra shirts.
Dude.
I am jealous.
It's a good community.
It is. It is so good.
So was there anything on the article that you liked in particular?
Sorry, I keep getting just sidetracked.
No worries.
So yeah, the underwater diving. How about that?
Yeah.
That was really cool. I saw the underwater diving. The combat was huge. And the mercenary stuff. What, didn't they mention mercenary? I think that at some point there's going to be mercenary raids where, so if you Shane brought this up, if you kill somebody, there could be mercenary fees put out towards you, and then people are going to come get you, I guess.
Like bounty on your head?
Like some bounty hunter stuff. Yeah. There's going to be bounty hunter.
Oh, snap. So there's consequences for your actions a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I was like, man, that's good. Like,
that's interesting. Dude. Who puts that up? The person that died? Are they like, get revenge?
That's yeah. So So just like they put up an order for crafting, like, hey, I could use a flyer. Like, we want to craft a flyer. We're gonna put up a bounty on so and so, and then people are
Wow.
gonna come for you for
That's
the price of
interesting.
essence.
I hope that's optional. I hope that's an option, right? Like it's not mandatory, like it's guaranteed, like it automatically happens. I hope like you get some feelings behind that. You're like that motherfucker, you know, fucking
Right.
3,000
But
essence, get his
yeah,
head,
yes,
bring me back
exactly.
my
It's gonna be happening
sword.
all the time. And then so people are gonna be coming for you. But like, how many movies have we seen where people are like, there's a bounty out for you? Oh, we
Mm-hmm.
got to keep them. Like, look at the Guardians of the Galaxy. They always had like 15 different bounties on each other, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That
come
adds
get it.
such an interesting element to that.
Yeah, I'm like, come get it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be pretty cool. So that was the most that I saw out of the article.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Did you notice anything else?
I think we talked. I mean, they definitely talked about development and bugs being fixed, and like things are all working as kind of intended, and they're speeding up processes. Gameplay's being sped up. I'm trying to think. They had something about users looking on land to see if there's resources or things that they can use to craft. And if you're a higher level or have certain skills, you can see different items that are not available
Ooh,
to lower level
okay.
players.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. You
Yeah.
know, anything that has you interacting with the land and wanting to to build up your character. I love. I
And
think
they'll
that's
all be able to keep all their stuff too. I heard that. So all the testers are going to be able to keep everything.
yeah, and they
Pretty
should.
insane.
They're being rewarded for their time.
Yeah.
Those guys are doing God's work, right? They're putting in the hours. I
Yeah.
watch their streams, and speaking of streams, hopefully we're getting Grand Rod on pretty soon for another amazing
Yeah.
gameplay
Yeah. We're going to do a little
stream.
run through. Yeah.
Yeah. And that'll be fun with the diving, and that we'll try to get him to kill somebody.
Yeah. He's trying to try to do this weekend. We'll see. Possibly we'll make it happen if you're available too. I know you're
Yeah,
working
look
right
for
now.
that.
So you're doing a lot of bounty hunting yourself.
Yeah.
Dropping off packages.
Yeah, bounties on people's packages and
Making
the freaking
deliveries.
snow. Oh, not fun.
It's like Boba Fett over here or something.
And they take away our double time during this time too. The hardest we work, we're like, yeah, we're not going to pay you as much. We're just you're going to do that out of the kindness of your hearts. Okay.
Dang.
I know, right?
That's crazy. So crazy.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Not complaining. Happy to have a job.
Yeah. So another thing I want to get so for Vincent, I got to brush up on my addiction comics.
Okay.
So I feel
like the lore?
Yeah, I gotta read them all. I gotta go read through all of them. I was thinking the same thing about Carl Cho. Before I reach out to him, I've been reading through Evermind.
Right.
Because what a series that is. Have you read that one?
No, not yet, but I do hold the secret rare.
Dude, I mean,
Happy
that
to get
Evermind
that.
comic is off the hook. Like it's the tech is really something in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I've only
got
got
robot
second one
hookers
right now, I think.
They got robot hookers and gorillas and shit.
Yeah. Everything we want for the future, I guess. Killer gorillas and robot hookers. It's funny. Robot Mon Electras, actually.
Oh, robot Mon Electras. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's what me and Fro were building.
Now, Bill, do you remember Demolition Man at all?
Of course, I have it on my shelf.
Wait. Okay, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Okay, do you remember when they were talking about the fast food wars?
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Okay, wait. What was the the restaurant that they talked about that won the fast food wars?
Taco Bell.
Nope.
Yeah. Taco Bell won. They won through it.
Nope. That's a Mandela effect. Fro, where are you here?
Okay.
That's a Mandela effect. That didn't happen.
What do you mean?
The fast food company that won the fast food wars is now.
Oh, because so they integrated Taco Bell though, didn't they? The food. Nope. No.
The fast food. Wait, maybe let's see if somebody can have it. Can say it in here. They'll maybe chat GPT it. But
Nobody says Taco Bell.
No, the winner was Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Left. Are you sure?
That's what I saw.
I don't know. I remember watching it saying, and they were sitting down at the restaurant and they were serving Taco Bell on the plate. I remember. And then they were like,
unless I got trolled. They were like,
Taco Bell was the winner of. All right, we're pulling this up right now.
Look it up. Maybe I got trolled. Conspiracies are difficult, right? They can mess with you.
Monoelectric, Fruit of the Looms. Yeah,
right. Sinbad. There you go. Fruit of the Looms and Pizza Hut. Check it out though.
Okay, I'm looking it up. Hold on. All right. Pull up.
Because
I'm gonna ask Grok because that's the only thing I have right now.
Okay. I might have got trolled. TikTok.
Show me. Okay. This is a math problem I was working on earlier. Okay. All right. Okay. Ask me anything. Sure. What was the franchise that won the fast food wars?
Maybe I got trolled. I don't know.
Oh boy, you're having doubts now.
Well, a lot of people are saying it's not true. So
yeah.
Is it said Taco Bell?
Yeah. In Demolition Man 1993, the fast food wars were won by Taco Bell. After the franchise wars, Taco Bell became the only surviving. See, that's what I remember. They were the only surviving restaurant chain in the future, setting off the movie.
Man, I might have been
portrayed as an upscale sit-down restaurant. So yes.
All right. So, well, then one got past
supreme.
Me. See, when you don't do your due diligence. When you don't do your due diligence, that's what happens.
Fact check.
With conspiracies.
That's okay. It's not a big deal.
Damn
I was like, dude, Demolition Man's my movie.
No, it threw me off. It threw me off.
Wesley Snipes? Oh, Wesley Snipes was so good in that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah, the shell.
Well, so that movie, so there's so many things about that movie in the future that are wild. Like even down to like the swearing and the vaccines and the food supplies and the underground civilizations. They were telling people some stuff.
See, I remember Black Tip for Pikachu as well.
And how often have we all jammed on old tunes? Have you gone back at all and like just like they did in Demolition Man, and they're like singing to the old commercials?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing in the future too, for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, what does Fro say? Apparently, did you guys remember Pikachu's tail having a black tip? Yeah, he's got a black tip, doesn't he? I don't know.
But he doesn't.
No?
Yeah. See, that's the crazy part. Like, do you remember Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal, where you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Dun, 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 right? Yeah. But he doesn't say that line. That line was never said.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So
even though everybody remembers that an Alien Ant Farm actually redid that song and put that line in there.
Really?
You've been struck by.
And they added him singing in there.
Yeah.
What?
Because that's what, yeah.
What?
Now that one I did check. So
okay.
It is not in there.
Aftermarket change.
But there's so many crazy Mandela effects,
You know, he says it's always been Taco Bell.
Nobi
is the ultimate fact checker. I'm going to tell you that.
No, once Kenobi said, I was like, oh fuck, I might be wrong here.
You saw Kenobi, you're like, it's over.
I might have got trolled. TikTok.
It's so good. Love it. Love it. Zombie. Is it a zombie is in a different universe. Yes.
Yeah, where it's flat.
Yes. Oh, speaking of flat Earth. So
okay.
I wanted to tell you this thing so I was watching Rogan the other day.
Okay.
And this guy was on 6-7 days ago. 6-7. Something like that. And they're talking about the pyramid of Giza and all its astronomical calculations and how they tell the circumference of the Earth and the size of it within 300 feet. It's super fascinating. But the only thing we're just now figuring some of this stuff out in measurement systems and with satellites and all that. So you really need to be like super mathematically savvy and have to have a lot of tech to be able to even find that they're able to do this, right? But if they knew the Earth was round back then and they put those calculations into the pyramid, then how could the Earth be flat?
Well, what calculations are you talking about specifically?
You have to watch the video. He goes through tons of them, and it was
Like
just the
rotation?
diameter. What's that?
Like rotation?
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up because it's
just curious.
Fascinating. It's pyramid is
yes.
And
Kit Kat always had the hyphen. That's the world I live in.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. There's YouTube videos on it about the Great Pyramid contains the dimensions of the Earth. I don't want to play the whole. I don't want to really play the Rogan podcast, but
I'll look into it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
and it's just different mathematics of measurements.
Well, I know they track
dividing them down into certain increments.
Right.
It gives you the circumference of the Earth down to within 300 feet, which is incredible because they were talking about how the Earth actually moves a little bit, where that ratio it moves within a couple hundred feet with the gravitational pull and all that crap. I don't know.
With the wobble?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But I started reading that stuff a long time ago about the Great Pyramid in some older books. And I was and that's because I'm into megalith monuments and all that. And I always just thought, like, how the heck could they have been so precise? How did they know this? You know, I don't want to get too off topic, but
we have a topic. We have a topic.
We don't have a topic, but yeah. But just check it out. I know you're into the flat Earth stuff.
Yeah. I'll look into that.
And I'm not even saying that because I've seen a lot of astronaut videos lately that, man, they all look fake. You know what I mean? Like,
Elon's the worst. Elon, I swear, every time I see that damn spaceship come back, I'm like, I got to go there someday because I'm not freaking buying this thing.
Yeah, because Rogan just went there and he's like, dude, it's unbelievable. It's catching a 40-story
building. On it too. Rogan's head of the Illuminati, right?
That's why you got to go there. And then everyone's going to be like, he sold out. He sold out.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
The edge of the earth before I go there.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Too funny.
So how long we've been in 2 hours already, man.
Yeah, we just hit the 2-hour mark. Thanks everybody.
765 people in here.
Like and subscribe, please. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. So that'd be amazing. Yeah. If everybody in this stream did it, we would make it tonight, guys. You know, I don't know about you, but I would be excited.
1,000, now it's 500.
Yeah, I would be excited about that. So taking like less than a minute would bring so much joy to Bill and I.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen.
If you could like and subscribe.
Let's make that happen.
And because we just do this for fun for everybody anyways.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Nice we're not have to pay the videos out of our own pocket. Right.
Yeah. Or say, oh, wait, we can't play that. We might get demonetized. Right.
Well, we're not sponsored by anybody. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. Like I noticed that everybody's starting to get sponsored by everybody. I kind of like that we're not sponsored by anybody. You know, like
Yeah.
Kid Arcade brought that up the other day, and he's just like,
Mhm.
I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm like, that's cool, man. I like that. Because you can say what you want. And
Yeah.
you're not giving financial advice, but like I feel like some people are, when they're sponsored, even though that they're not, it's just kind of
Right.
like they're paid to push a product.
There's
And I like
somewhat of an obligation.
it's kind of an obligation to bring up
Yeah.
the product and say, hey, maybe purchase it. And
Right.
I kind of like that we're not, from that little
Yeah.
aspect. We just have fun, and we show up and we just talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Well, I mean, if we ever, I mean, I would assume we haven't talked about this, but if we do bring on anybody or any sponsorship, it would be something we wholeheartedly believe in 100% and are involved in.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Biased opinions. That's right. Totally biased. 100%. Bye. Oh yeah. Bye, Tiles. Bye, Tiles.
Oh, my bags. Earth 2.
Earth 2 only.
No, it's such an amazing project, though. And I really think this collect chain will help VeVe possibly be able to be moved over into Earth 2, right?
Yeah.
With that kind of technology now available. Gosh, let's talk about that a little bit, because we didn't really get too much into collect chain at all, right? Like the possibilities and the bridge this is now going to make, where people that want to utilize collect chain don't have to, but almost have a eyeball on VeVe, and VeVe has an eyeball on who comes in, and right there's kind of a connection there, and that's something you might not have been able to do if you're on a larger chain like ETH, right? Like,
well, it's just like with our show, we're into like several projects, right? You could see a lot of the different projects all around us, and just stuff that we love. But those projects are all coming together in one community on this show. So just like with Collect Chain, it's very similar, just on a giant level, where different projects are going to be able to come in that no one would normally be able to see in those communities, but now it's right in their face, and it's interoperable. They'll be able to use it. That's amazing. Like even with Elmon X, I didn't know about Elmon X until I was buying from VeVe.
right.
That's just basic level, but look what all they're involved into, or some of the other projects we talk about.
Gary Baseman, I would have never known who the hell he was. I love his artwork. I want to get that new piece that just dropped, that painting. Oh, I love it. Love his artwork.
The pigs and stuff and all kinds of stuff going on there.
You described like 5 of his, but all his cool characters interacting in like this kind of a spooky, surreal environment. I love that kind of art. So definitely try to pick up that piece. But I do carry the one with the emu head on it,
Okay, you got that one?
Yep, love that. But I never would have known who he was or been able to own something of his before, right? I'd have to be in LA at a art exhibit or a gallery, right?
Or a decon, right?
We'd be there, but now I get firsthand. I understand it, right?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And there's gonna be so many projects that we don't know about that are just gonna keep popping up in our feed and our face, all over that we're gonna just start getting interested into, all because they'll be on Collect Chain.
100%.
And there's so many people that are into VeVe or have walked away from VeVe. There's a lot of fudders that are coming back. I think they mentioned it on one of Randy's streams or something, but that one guy that interact with Squirrel Not For Sure or something like that, he's turned around and come back, and he was like the ultimate fudder, and he was just like, but I never blocked him, even though he said a lot of atrocious things to many people, but I always paid attention to what he was saying. He was like, I want interoperability. He kept saying, this project is trash. I want interoperability. That's all I care about. And he just didn't have a good way of saying it. He was very off-putting, right? Sure. And he said a lot of mean things to a lot of people. But I was still listening to what his underlying theme was I want certain things from this project. And when it happens, I will turn around. And I tell
Right.
you what, he 100% is turned around. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, glad to see you're doing this. Hey, this is great. Good to see this over here. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm liking what he's posting. I'm like, okay, this is great. And we're going to see a lot of udders that from back in the day that just, they all wanted something different. And then they're all starting to get those things and they're going to start trickling back. And it's whatever, you know, emotions get involved. It's business. It's not personal. You know what I mean? A lot of people take it personal, but
and like to your point, there's a lot of good points to people that have concerns or gripes, right? Based in this, that, or the other, right? I think we all could agree with some of the points, like you said, not how it's said, but some of the points. And VeVe's like, you know, I wasn't just kissing, you know, David's ass. I was letting him know he navigated those waters so well with not jumping in all full force on Web3, because he would have got murdered, right?
Yeah.
Because we immediately saw projects having to backpedal and get, you know, negative spotlight on them. And those projects aren't around anymore. And he really kind of took a step back and said, okay, we got all this growth, but that doesn't mean we're going to jump without looking, right? We're going to be mindful with what we're doing and build foundational shit. And yeah, we didn't know the roadmap. They didn't talk about it. Yeah, it pissed a lot of people off. There was reasons, maybe, you know,
and roadmap changed.
Yeah, and maybe it wasn't for us to know right then and there. But what they're doing and all the steps they've taken thus far, I don't have any doubt that this company will be here in 10 years. I can't say that about many other projects.
Yeah, and that's honestly why I continue to purchase different things in it, you know, because I see the longevity of the project, and I'm not afraid to buy whatever I like, you know, and
put your money where your mouth is. Your only where your mouth is.
Yeah, and then some, you know, but I also don't buy things that I don't like, you know. So there's certain items that I think Elmonax is doing an auction right now, and some of those items I just don't like, so I'm not going to bid on them because I don't want them, you know. You know, but it's not that I don't like it as a company. It's just this particular thing I don't like. So let someone else get it, you know? I don't really care too much for Gary Basement. I think he's cool, but you love it. So you're going to buy what you like. And I'm like, I bought, I think one of the first characters or something. I'm like, he's cool. I'll own him. But I'm not going to chase after all the artworks and stuff because I like different artworks, you know?
Right. Exactly. Like you have London Police and you know, found that project and really have a passion for that project, which they're all amazing people and, you know, love the project. You know, some of their pieces are definitely out of my budget for what I'm looking to do. But yeah, it definitely collect what you love. And that's kind of been the message from the very jump with VeVe.
It is. Yeah. And my wife's like, what is that? Like, oh, that's just okay. And I'm just like, what do you mean? This is amazing. How could you not love this piece? I got this one in the back, and she's just like, I'm like, it was right above the armoire. She's like, maybe in your office podcast. And I'm just like, okay.
No, but you get to enjoy it and you get it, you know, you get to use that as your background and it's all yours. Kind of that's kind of cool too.
Wait till I fill it all in. It's going to be
I want some pictures on that sidewall to balance it out.
Side. It's empty right now. There's a lot of emptiness going. I just gotta, you know, everything's got to be sized right. I got to work it all around. It'll take a while.
Perfectionist.
Yeah, you know, but I just had to get that little staggered thing going in the background.
Oh yeah.
But you got your ultimate right there. Like you're wherever you're at. You're over here.
All my comics.
Your background. No, your background. Your Spider-Man.
Yeah. You know, once I move and get a serious location, kind of like you have, I'll have my comics up on the wall behind me. I just have a little wall right there, so it's not really conducive for artwork display. But but yeah, I have tons of slabs of my 9.8 comics that I love just to look at as I walk by, you know.
Yeah. And it's tough. I've been looking at a lot of different holders for some of those slabs,
Mhm.
and I had to build. So I bought J Channel in during COVID. Side story here, but during COVID, there was a comic book series that really mimicked the storyline of COVID, and I was just like, I gotta have that. It was called V for Vendetta.
Oh,
And
I never saw that, but yeah, I remember that.
yeah, the V for Vendetta is like almost exact to what happened with COVID and the government and vaccines and all that stuff. And then the government in the storyline just took total power though, and really took away everybody's rights. And ours did for like a few days. You know, it wasn't anything like long term like in V for Vendetta. And so there's a 10-part series. It's a 10-part series. So in my other office area that I have all 10 of them lined up on top of each other. And I created a J channel track that
Nice.
holds them all perfectly together. And it
Uh-huh.
looks pretty sweet because I was looking for a lot of different designs on how to hang comics.
Mhm.
I just wish that on the back they would
Mhm.
have maybe we can talk this about CGC, but that they would build in an automatic like holder for you to hang it on the wall.
Well, I
Wouldn't
do
that make sense?
the command strips. I put 2 on
Mhm.
top and then 1 in the middle so it
Yeah,
doesn't like flop down like when you touch it. And
yeah,
that's how I do mine. And none of them has fell, thank God, because I die. But
yeah.
yeah, they're pretty
Just
secure.
straight flop.
Yeah.
Ah,
Because they're all I collect 9.8s. That's just what I like to collect. So, you know, again, circling back to the comic grading for digital, you know, I can't wait till we can display those comics
dude,
graded.
did you
Hmm.
hear what David said? He said he's building a looking glass. That's what I heard. Did you not hear that? We are looking to put out our own looking glass model.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And he knew about the spinning things that I was talking about too. So
so they've been looking and they want
yeah.
to create their own affordable version of the looking glass. I would have to have one because how
Oh
great would it
yeah.
be if it just spun in the background or whatever?
Mhm.
And
Well, think of loading in your favorite collectibles, right? And having it just switch, you know,
yeah,
whenever you
and
want
you
it.
know the price is going to come down. So then there's going to be different makers and they'll all start
Mhm.
competing, and then the prices will start dropping. Um, was that a hint for Alice in Wonderland IP? That's a good one, man. That would be you guys. There's this killer comic series. You guys want a really good comic series
I'll
for
be right
everybody
back.
to read out there? Yeah, it's let me look it up. It's called Alice Never After. Okay, and it is so good. It's a continuation of what this author thought could have happened with Alice, and the comic is so good. It was created by Boom Studios, and let me see if I can share the link here. um, I don't know if I've talked about this on this show before, but I think I've talked about it on others before we even created our show. I think I was talking about it. It's such a good storyline, and it puts Alice in a psych ward.
Oh,
Did it pull up?
yeah, V. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the comic right there,
Wow.
dude.
Beautiful artwork, huh?
Dude, it's so good. And so she's an adult, and you find out that like she was trying to escape in her mind because she was having, let's just say, not so good daddy issues.
Spoiler
And
alert.
dude, the storyline is ruthless, man. But it's so good and it explains everything from that level. It was so good when I got through this.
Uh-huh.
I had to go back and read the original story of Alice in Wonderland. And,
yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful story. I love that.
And I ended up putting down the book of Alice in Wonderland, and I was like, this story is not as good as this story. I read it all the way through, and I was just like, it's good. It's just not my thing.
You're
But
right.
this was amazing, and I hope VeVe gets it, because I gotta have the whole collection probably. I
Yeah.
don't own a slab of it. I should, but I do own like the hard copies where you could read all the way through.
Go to the first one. Let me see that again.
Let me go back to that screen. Yeah, this is the first comic cover.
Ah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's such a good cover. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, that's set up for digital.
And yeah, and I don't want to give away the whole storyline, but you find out that the cat is the bad guy. And and it all relates to people in the physical world.
Really, in her life?
Yeah. That she's interacting with, and she's just on psychotropic drugs and stuff. Yeah. Because they're sending her back to Neverland. Just like that little comment that they gave Kanye West, that doctor that was throwing him in the psych ward. He was like, he said something like, you do something like that again, you'll never escape Neverland. Something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Jeez. And because he was going to pill him up so much, basically. And I was like, whoa, they're really saying some stuff.
That's crazy. Did Kanye say that?
Kanye revealed that it was, he had a handler.
Right. His trainer.
Pills. Yeah, his trainer. Yeah. And he said, yeah, you better get in line, or I'm going to give you so many pills you're never going to escape Neverland.
Damn.
Yeah, he said something like that.
Did you see Kanye? Supposedly it was Kanye after his lobotomy on the park bench.
He had a lobotomy.
Oh yeah, like the real Kanye. Because this dude doesn't look like Kanye. I don't know who the hell this dude is, but it's not. I mean, I don't think it's Kanye. But
do you think they like switched him or something?
Oh yeah, I think he's a clone or whatever they do. But anyway, they found the real Kanye, and he was a bum on, homeless person. Sorry, on a park bench, and you could see a scar in his head, and part of it was like shaved, and he was just staring out in the distance, and it was freaking Kanye.
I mean, that is what they do with these celebrities that get out of line, like. They'll pop them full of so many pills and throw them in. Like, look at Britney Spears. Remember when she had that freak out moment? They threw her in a psych ward.
Oh, and now they're trying to pretend this crazy one is Britney. I know Britney. That ain't Britney.
Dude, I don't even know what that thing is.
That's
giving those freak out moments. Yeah.
Yeah, and very weird. This is all for another show. So gotta get Fro on.
Yeah, it gets back to mind control and all that stuff. MK Ultra programs, and some weird ties back to mind control and MK Ultra. But that's one of the reasons why I like the comic book series so much. So you guys get a chance, check it out. It is awesome.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Oh yeah, so good. So. All right. Do you remember the 90s movie? Do I remember the 90s movie V? And not only do I remember it, it's on my shelf too.
I was addicted to that. I was probably like 7 to 10 years old, right around that range. And it freaked me out. That shit was scary when I was young.
Did you ever watch the show?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was a movie. Well, there was a movie, and then there was
I didn't see the movie. I just saw the series.
The series, yeah,
they're all good. And that shit was scary when they had the baby. She had the baby, and and everybody was wondering what it was going to be, and it came out, and it was a lizard,
little reptilian baby.
Yeah. Oh,
dude, that was such a good series, though. Yeah, Fro says MK Ultra is real. It is,
very much,
100%. I found out I had some books. They were worth some money, and I didn't realize it, so I'm selling them for crypto right now. But some MK Ultra books, actual programming books that they use to deprogram people. Very wild stuff that I used to get. I used to read all kinds of stuff, man.
Like how to?
And how It was released by Fritz Springemeyer, who was wrote a bunch of books. This one's called MK Ultra, how to create a mind controlled slave, and it showed. So it wasn't. It said no. I'm sorry. How the Illuminati.
For entertainment purposes only, people.
It said how the Illuminati controls a mind control slave, or how they created. Yeah,
that's a lot
what it's
better.
called. Yeah,
Oh,
and so it's got all kinds of layers in it. So they'll build layers in people's minds, and they do it by fracturing their mind. Trauma-based mind control. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's how they used to do it. So they would fracture the mind of a little child, and then they would give them love, nurture, fracture, and what it would do is it would create alter personalities in people, because little children, when they're being when they're going through trauma, their mind will fracture because they have no other way to escape the trauma.
To cope with it, yeah. It's a coping mechanism. Yep.
It's a coping mechanism. So they were building layers within people of storylines, like Alice in Wonderland was one of the systems. And so was Star Wars too. They would use these different storylines, and they'd build layers of mind control in these people with different personalities. And the goal was to create assassins. Someone that you could program them to do something by just giving them a phone call and saying a phrase, and then they would go out and do whatever it was they were programmed for a long time ago to do. And then they would never remember the event afterwards, because it wasn't that personality that did it.
Well, it's the perfect person to do that to. You notice all the events that happen, right? All the mass shootings. The people are on drugs, on psychiatric
serotonin
drugs.
Reuptake inhibitors. Yeah.
And if you look into their therapists, that's another key thing to look into, because a lot of them have ties in other ways back to certain powers. So yeah,
just a side thing. But the government did that through MK Ultra. And various other
where can
things.
people get these books from you?
I got an eBay store, and I got a lot of books on there. I found one. So I was listening to a podcast the other day, and Tim Alberino is a guy I like. You guys want to get into some really good information. Tim Alberino, great podcaster. But he was talking on there, and he said, he was telling his origin story. He was talking about how he was reading this book, and it was by David Flynn, and it was called Secret Chronicles of Mars. And it kind of like opened up his eyes, and he got kind of basically downloaded new information of enlightenment, I guess you would say, a different way of thinking. And he after reading this book, but then he makes this side comment in the podcast, and he goes, by the way, though, it's really hard to find a copy of that book. He goes, you'd be hard pressed to pay less than $2,000 on eBay for one, and upwards to about $5,000. And I was like, what? I'm like, that's like 20 million owe me or something right now. I'm like, obviously I'm thinking of like just buying more crypto, and I'm like, I have that book on my shelf. That's incredible.
What's your eBay store so people can look it up? Or you're not interested?
Yeah, I'll throw it out there, I guess.
If somebody's interested in picking it up.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I mean, shit, it sounds interesting.
Okay. I always got to use my name. Bill Gardner -7. Bill Gardner.
Spell?
So BILGARDNE -7. Yeah.
Okay.
See that 7 in there? That's where that number came from.
Oh,
Right
is there's something special to that?
Oh, I got some deep books on there. I sold one the other day. I had it listed for $500 for a book, and it was a spiral bound written by Fritz Springemeyer, and it was 700-page book, and it was all about Freemasonry and different things like that. And the guy talked me down to $250, and I was like, okay, and it sold.
Nice.
And it was actually from those books are from the author. That's why they're super rare, because I would buy directly from the authors, and
Wow.
so they're highly sought after. They're super rare, a lot of them.
Good condition.
Oh yeah, great condition. Yeah.
Nice.
So I think I listed like $10,000 worth of books on there on eBay that I didn't even realize I had on my shelf. $10K.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah. And then I had another book that I listed, and eBay kicked the sale off because I used the whole title of the name of the book.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called The Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh yeah. I downloaded that.
Yeah, so I have that. So that book sells for like $300.
Yeah, it's tough to get a copy of that. Usually,
I've got a mint condition copy.
Do you? Yeah, I downloaded it.
My wife almost threw it in the garbage the other day. Yeah. She just she was going through the house cleaning, and she was like, "Oh, here's this book." And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot I even had that." I go, "I forgot I even had that." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I almost threw it away." And then I look it up on eBay, and it's going for like 300, upwards to 500.
Dang.
And I'm like, "You almost threw this away? What else have you thrown away?"
Don't touch anything else.
Don't you touch my books. No.
Or it's in the basement. You go MK Ultra.
Yeah, don't make me layer you with MK Ultra. Yeah.
Just kidding. Just
I'm
kidding.
kidding. Yeah, I love my wife. She's cool. It's funny.
Too funny. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Sleeper cells. Fro, you got to read this comic. It's good. Yeah, we can end the stream, right? You down?
Yeah, it's getting kind of late over there, right?
849 people in the chat still.
I know, and David isn't even here.
David's not even here.
Thank you guys for staying tuned and watching. And if you could like and subscribe would help us out a lot. You know, take a minute to just go over to YouTube and type in Bill and Zombies Metaverse Adventure and push subscribe. Even if you don't watch us anymore, push it once.
Yeah. And you guys can hang out with us more often and get our posts about when our next show is. Yeah, we got some. We do have some heavy hitters coming too.
Banger guests. Yep.
Yeah, we got some really good guests coming up. So you guys want to check it out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah.